Hi, welcome back to the Spire video blog. We are on location at Barefoot Acres here in Rolling Prairie, Indiana. This is the site of one of our #1 produce farmers. This is also where we get most of our eggs that we use at the restaurant. As you can see, they have a pretty expansive garden here. This was expanded to support our restaurant and to support their CSA program, which is Community Supported Agriculture. Farmers are Lori and Randy Schneider and their kids, and this is going to be the site of our very first farm dinner, which is going to take place on September 15th on a Sunday. If you follow me, we'll take a tour of their garden. As you can see, they've got their tomato crop. They're starting to come on, and we have started to receive some of their tomatoes here at the restaurant. So the farm dinner is, like I said, September 15th. We're going to start at 1 o'clock at the restaurant, and we will we'll board a charter bus and we'll make our way out here to the farm, where we'll have food buffets set up. We have a couple different vendors coming out to offer tastes of some beer and some spirits. Journeyman Distillery and Back Row Brewery and Four Horsemen Brewery as well will be out here, and it's just going to be a great way to enjoy a nice harvest dinner on the farm. Like I said, Barefoot Acres is one of our #1 suppliers at the restaurant. Right now we're getting a ton of eggplant, which is right up here is their eggplant patch. And as you can see, they're beautiful this time of year. This is the perfect season for eggplant. I'm not going to pick them, but this is one of their wonderful eggplants. We've got it in a couple of our dishes. They've got their carrot patch growing right here as well. And many, many beans. We were just told that they planted 18 rows of beans, and this is just half of them right here. So definitely they've got a huge supply of produce. You can catch them at the LaPorte Farm Market. They also, like I said, have a CSA program where you can stop by the farm here in Rolling Prairie, and they'd be more than happy to help you out with some produce. Next door, I don't know if you saw, but you can see some chickens roaming around as well. And we were told that this one garden here is the length of 3 football fields. So they've got everything from corn to Italian melons and cantaloupe. They've got tomatoes and peppers of all sorts of peppers. Eggplant, of course. And one thing that, and if you'll follow me, one thing that Lori is very known for, because it's one of her favorite ingredients, is her basil. And she's got a really big patch of basil, and I'm going to show you some of them. She has several varieties of basil as well, which is really nice at the restaurant, that we get to use so many different kinds of produce and herbs that Lori is willing to plant for us. Right here you can see that she's got some lavender growing, which is beautiful. It's coming on perfect this time of year. And we've got her rosemary. More peppers, of course, and then this is one of my favorite types of basil, just because of its unique color. This is purple basil. Look how gorgeous this is. And it smells and tastes just like regular basil. It's just purple in color. It's a little bit sweeter. As you can see, it has some slight green to it before it turns purple. And what a lot of people don't know is things like purple peppers and purple wax beans and purple basil, when they cook, they actually lose their purple color. Especially when they're boiled or steamed, that color just washes away. So a good way to keep that color is to cook them for a shorter period of time, maybe blanching them for just 30 seconds and then shocking them in some ice water, or roasting them in the oven, and that's going to preserve their color. It's the water that washes away the color when they're cooked. Don't be afraid though, if you just wash them with cold water, you won't lose any of their color. And follow me this way, and you get a better look at their chickens. We buy about 10 to 15 dozen eggs from Lori and Randy every week, a mixture of chicken and duck eggs. They've got some goats out there and some horses as well. And I like that they are free-range chickens. They're not cooped up in a pen all day long. And in the red barn is where the chickens lay their eggs, and we get to collect them. One thing that Lori's also doing for us this year are some edible flowers, which is She's got a whole row right here. You're going to find that in our new harvest salad at the restaurant, which will start this week. We're going to add some nasturtiums. She's also got some bachelor buttons and some marigolds that we will use for garnishing our salads, and they are edible, like I said. Nasturtiums actually have a nice peppery flavor, almost like arugula, which is a nice addition to a salad. And right next to the nasturtiums is some basil, just some very general Genovese basil. And then over here is where we'll find her cabbage, red cabbage, green cabbage. She also had some broccoli growing in here. You can see the broccoli is starting to flower. So she has, her one crop is out. We've gotten all of her broccoli crop this year at the restaurant. Went through about 15 pounds of it. And she's going to plant another crop for us, so we'll have some broccoli in the fall. And right over here, this is going to be the site of where we'll set up the farm dinner. We will have tables set up. We'll have some booths set up for journeymen and back road and four horsemen to try, for you to try their offerings. And our goat cheese farmer J2K out of Walkerton will also be here to taste their goat cheese. At the end of the night, we'll finish with a bonfire and some s'mores. Our pastry chef Paige, which I'm sure all of you are familiar with her wonderful pastries, she's going to make some homemade marshmallows and graham crackers for us to roast over a fire. So it'll be a nice way to end a really great event. So details on the event. September 15th starts at 1 o'clock at the restaurant. We'll board a charter bus. There'll be some beverages and some snacks on the bus as we make our way out here to the farm. Once we get here, more beverages, more snacks. Dinner will be served at about 5 o'clock. We're working with Series and Company out of Walkerton, where we're going to get a lot of pork. So pork is going to be on the menu. We're also going to get some beef from Middlebrook Farms in Three Oaks. And then all of the vegetables that Lori is growing in her gardens will make a debut at the farm dinner as well. Tickets are $100 a person. I know it's a steep price, but it's unlimited food and drink from the time you board the bus to the time you get home back to the restaurant. So it's a great opportunity for you to really connect with a wonderful farmer who's growing some awesome produce and some really great eggs. And it'll be a way to connect with some other farmers and local business people who are making some really great products as well. If you'd like to get tickets, please call the restaurant at any time, and the phone number for there is 219-575-7272. Tickets are limited and need to be purchased in advance. And like always, if you have any ideas for a video blog, please let us know on our Facebook page, Spire Farm to Fork Cuisine, or send us a message on Twitter at Spire Farm to Fork. Until next time.